This is a yearly recap and self-analysis method that I started around the end of 2021. This is my second year doing it now. I tend to usually do it at the end of the year, but you can also do it like about halfway through just to check on your progress, just to see where you are. And I think it gives me an overall sense of like where I am in terms of the progress, right? Because we all have these overarching goals, things we like to achieve for the year, these New Year's resolutions, as most people call it. But we'll set them either on a board, whiteboard, in our notes on our phone, things of that nature, but we'll never really resort back to them in a concise manner. And I think this method, I created it myself. It definitely helped me to stay on top of each goal very thoroughly. So let's get into it. All right, so what you first want to do is think about all the things you set out to do for the year. And then you want to also recap what you actually did accomplish. Beware here, you are sort of your own judge, so don't lie to yourself. Keep it as real and as thorough as possible. So you want to go ahead and give yourself an estimation on a scale of 1 to 100% how well you did in terms of completion of that goal. And you want to do that for each category. And once you've written down like the percentage account next to the category, it sort of gives you like a visual representation of how well you did, almost like a loading bar, almost like a progress report for each category within like each sort of goal that you had for the year. Once you do that, you want to take a step back and just look at it, sort of take it in, bask in the moment. Some things we probably didn't achieve as well as we wanted to. Some things we probably did a lot better than we thought they would at the beginning of the year. And doing this halfway through the year, so around like July, I tend to do it like around my birthday, July 1st, and doing it halfway through the year sort of gives you a better efficiency, because okay, shoot, I have to sort of hurry up with this goal. I need to put more attention and focus on that. You want to just take a moment to be proud of yourself, because a year ago you couldn't have said you've accomplished these certain things, right? And you want to just appreciate the moment as much as you can. Take it in. But don't take it in too much, because what you're going to want to do is on the next following page, or if you're doing this from your computer, on the next following page, add certain categories that you want to achieve further growth in, add those back to the list. But you should leave some space for some new ones so that you can achieve new areas of growth, and achieve sort of a more well-rounded perspective on life, on goals, on what you've learned, knowledge, whether that be socializing, whether that be building a social network, a better friends group, or that be networking, finding mentors, or that be your language and how you communicate, things of that nature, right? So you're going to add as many new ones as you can for new growth, but not too much that you overwhelm yourself. I'm going to show some pictures and videos just so you can see how this looks. Like I said, I've been journaling for years on years. So these are just some examples of the journals that I have. There's 2 here, 3 there. There's another one. This is my current one that I use, but you get the gist, right? So it just helps you to be very on top of things, right? Because one, it could be on your phone, sure, but your phone is very distracting. You want to have it in a clean, slate, so that you can just take some time to yourself, away from technology, write it down. I personally like to mix writing and having it on the computer. I think both is probably cool, because when you have it on the computer, it's transferable and accessible anywhere. When you have it on your notes, you don't have to be around technology. You can just really see it. And also writing gives it a different, connection. Like when you try to remember it, and in terms of how you feel towards it, it seems more like it's well crafted, like it's like literally coming from your brain, straight from your brain to your hands to the paper, right? So I think anyone can use this. 2023 is almost here, so definitely set your goals in place. And at the halfway mark of the year, you can even do it every quarter. I think that would honestly be pretty well. I guess in terms of business, people do check certain things throughout the quarter just to see how they're doing every 3 months. I personally, with these goals, I like to do it in July. My birthday is July 1st, so that's literally like exactly like the halfway point of the year. So I like to do it then, and then I like to do it at the end of the year, so that you get a full yearly recap. I'm about to do mine. I shared this with my friends. I shared this with my family. One of my good friends, Asmir, he finished this already. He sent it back to me. He did it on the computer. It's very interesting to see how we all judge ourselves and sort of how we critique our own actions. Don't lie to yourself in this. Keep it as thorough as possible, because this is for you. This is you keeping track of your own progress and your own goals, right? And who's going to be more real and more honest and transparent than you for you? So like I said, I think this is a very usable tactic. I just like to call it like the yearly recap or self-analysis. Being self-aware is extremely powerful, extremely potent. There's people that are much older than I am that aren't completely self-aware, and if you can do that from a young age, then you'll definitely have a pretty good head on your shoulders. And even regardless of what age you are, I think it's good to have at least a visual representation of where you are headed and the amount of progress you have within each goal, So thank you so much for watching. I'll be uploading more self-improvement content, self-help content. I'm actually the founder of a content marketing agency, so I'll show sort of behind the scenes of what that process is sort of like, how that journey is going. And I think it's a good balance between being a business owner and an entrepreneur, and also being a self-improvement biohacking fanatic. So make sure to look out for more of those videos, and I do have a ton of links in the description to my social medias. If you are anyone that has some sort of online business, whether that be in real estate niche, whether that be in podcasting, whether that be you sell online courses, or you're an agency owner, perhaps you're an online fitness coach, you need to grow a bigger brand, I have some links down below that shows you a free way to build a content machine within your business. So yeah, make sure to check that out, and look forward to the next video.